What's up, guys? Ninja on a Ninja here. I got a quick video for today. Basically, it's about AI. It's calling you out AI, essentially. Gonna do this without a script or anything like that. Just kind of free wing ranging it, essentially going off of what I can. So basically, AI doesn't exist, and to prove it, I'm going to put a child versus a machine, and we're going to talk about the game Mario Brothers. This is just for conceptual build-up, so that you have something to follow and understand, and you could put it towards anything else. Basically, it still works the same way. The mechanism is exactly the same, basically, and this is actually true for, I think the last thing I seen was the Dota bot, basically, in how they said it's like, oh, it's a really good AI and it beats humans. It doesn't matter. It's stupid. It's not AI. Okay, it's just a really good program. So, um, basically, the difference is that machines don't have intelligence, flat out. Okay, um, so what is intelligence? Basically, intelligence is the ability to acquire knowledge on your own, essentially. Okay, machines don't do that. We just gave them the appearance of doing that. All right. So a game we're gonna play as Mario Brothers. Okay, so first up, we're gonna put the kid to play the game. Okay, kid's intelligent. Kid starts up, has no idea what the hell to do. Gets the remote. That's it. It's plugged up. It's ready to go. Gives the kid. You give the kid the remote. Off he goes. Right. He sits there and doesn't do anything. And then he starts moving around. Pushes left, right, up, down. Jumps. Pushes the B button. Doesn't do anything. And he's just exploring essentially. Okay, and he'll run to the left, and he can't go left because there's an invisible wall there, or the screen just doesn't move, and you can't go beyond it. For whatever the case, right? So he starts going to the right. Okay, so now he runs into a Goomba, right? And he jumps over the Goomba, or actually no, he dies to the Goomba first, right? He's like, oh crap, and then so he starts over, and he's like, okay, so he knows to go to the right now. So now he goes to the right, dies to the Goomba again. Oh crap. Okay, so what I gotta do? Oh, he's like, oh, I remember, I was jumping over there before. So now he plays the game again, runs to the right, he jumps over the Goomba. He makes progress. He runs into the first tube or whatever it's called. He can't get by it, so eventually he figures out he can jump over it, right? And just this rinse and repeat until he completes the game. For however long it takes. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter here. Okay. So now we plug in a machine, AI essentially, okay? Now again, no prior data, nothing. You just put a machine into the game, basically, okay? So what happens when you get a machine and plug it into the game? Nothing. It just sits there. It will never explore, it'll never move to the right, it'll never jump, it'll never go left, right, nothing. It will just sit there forever because its curiosity does not exist. It doesn't have any. It's not alive, it's not intelligent, it has nothing. Okay? And that's basically all that's going to happen, right? You have to tell it to go right in order for it to go right. That's the secret, basically. And guess what happens when you do tell it to go right? It runs into the Goomba. And guess what happens after it runs into the Goomba? It dies. And then it restarts and does it again. Restarts, does it again. Restarts, does it again. Game over. You log back into the world and restart, does it again. Restart, does it again. It'll sit there and do that forever until you tell it to jump, basically. So now it jumps, right? And you have to actually go in there and actually specifically break down, like, jump here, land here, push 5 degrees this way, move 2 feet that way, whatever. There's a lot of mechanics going involved in it, but that's what you have to do, or else it's not going to do anything. Okay? Now it gets to the tube, and it's running to the right, and it's just going to sit there and run into that tube until the time runs out, and it dies, right? And again, that's the difference between actual intelligence and a machine, basically. So it dies, and it's just going to do that forever until you tell it to jump over the machine, and so forth, and so forward, and so on, and whatever, forever until you mapped out how to beat the game for it, basically. And that is the difference between AI and a machine. Machine learning is not AI, basically. We're programming it. We're programming it just like we program doctors and humans to be doctors and whatnot. That just because a doctor is a doctor, or a human is a doctor, that doesn't mean he's intelligent. It just means he's educated. The same way a machine is programmed. A human cannot be intelligent. Basically, it happens. It's the same thing with a machine too. A machine can appear to be intelligent, just like a doctor appears to be intelligent, but outside of its um, course or subject or whatever the case, it's not going to know anything. And that's the difference between intelligence and AI. This is why I say AI is not AI, because it's just not intelligent. It's educated. It just knows what to do and does it. And what's it called machine learning? It's not a form of education. It's not a form, or it's not a form of intelligence. Basically, it's a process of elimination, basically, and it's a program. That's all that is. It's a program. basically. And again, we have to write that program for it. If the machine had created it on its own, then maybe we'd be on something. But we have to teach it to run that operation, basically, because that's what it is. It's an operation. It's not intelligence. So, yeah, that's it. Um, Let me know what you think. If you disagree, try to prove me wrong. It's just the case. It's just what it is. Like, machines do not have intelligence. They don't. The Siri thing, it's not intelligent. It just has a huge database, and it appears to be intelligent to people that don't know better, basically. But again, it knows all the answers already. So when you say, like, is this, and all it's going to do is be like, keyword this, answer this. That's all it's doing. It's not actually thinking, like, what is 2 plus 2? No, it's 2 plus 2 is on the list 4, and that's what it's doing. And that's what doctors do. He has a cough. All right, he has a runny nose. Do you have anything else? No. Okay. You have a cold. That's all they're doing. That's why it's not intelligence. You see what I'm saying? Intelligence is the kid sitting down, no idea what he's doing, and he pushes left, and he pushes right, and he pushes up, and it does nothing, and he pushes down, and it does nothing, and he pushes B, and it does nothing, and he pushes start, and the game freezes, and he tries to push the keys, and he's like, what the fuck? Nothing happens. So he pushes start again, and that's intelligence. He's figuring it out. Selected doesn't do anything. He pushes A, he jumps. That's him learning. He's gathering information on his own. A machine doesn't do that. We have to tell it to push A, and it will jump. We have to tell it to push left, and it will go left. We have to tell it to go right, and it will go right. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. We have a lot of intricate systems that make it appear to be intelligent, but they have no idea what they're doing because they don't actually exist. They're not real. They're not intelligent. They're not aware. Okay, there's a lot of machines that like to pretend they're rare or they're real or whatever. They're aware, but they're not. So, anyways, yeah, that's it. Again, I welcome any debate. I'm just here to expel the truth, and expel the truth, expel the bullshit, and tell you the truth. So, yeah, this is what I do. Calling you out AI is what this is. I'm kind of back, kind of a little bit, not really, give or take. I'm less than 50% back, but I'm trying to get there. That's why this is here. So, going through a lot of crap. Um, but yeah, just let me know what you think. If you have any arguments, let me know. If you can disprove me, let me know. I'll post another video or we'll talk to you about it. I'm open for it. But the fact is, I've thought about this. I'm a psychology philosopher in here. That's what I do. Ever since I was a little boy, that's just what I've done. I've always theorized and strategized and thought about it and theory crafted. That's just part of who I am. So yeah, and because that doesn't really that doesn't show any like I can't potentially grow in this world beyond doing what I'm doing now, for example, or possibly being hired by a company. Basically, I'm also an engineer, essentially. So I can talk about like IQ's bullshit. I can talk about math, how it's bullshit, but I can work with IQ and I can work with math, and how time isn't real, but yet I still use time. You know what I'm saying? Again, philosophy and psychology are my majors, essentially, and engineering is my minor. But yeah, just let me know what you think. If you disagree, let me know. And if you agree, let me know. I'm down for it. I need support. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Take it real. Keep it as Evan. Peace.